Welcome to Lakeisha's Leadership Circle. This is your weekly motivational message. In this session, we are focusing on positional leadership. According to John Maxwell's 5 Levels of Leadership, which is our book for the month of April, positional leadership is the level of rights. People follow you because they have to. You have the position of leader. You may be the manager, the director, or whatever your title is, but you are the boss. People don't have a choice whether they follow you or not. They have to, even if they don't like your leadership style. Your influence does not extend past your job description, and the longer you hold this position, the higher the turnover is going to be on your team and possibly the lower the morale, because you're not inspiring people to do anything great. People only follow you and do what you tell them to do because they have to. If we're all honest, we know a few people who hold positional leadership titles. People don't feel inspired by them. They don't gravitate toward them because of their excellent communication skills. They're not extremely organized. They walk in, and because they're the boss, they expect people to do what they tell them to do. I have to be honest, this is not a good way to lead your team. So, in order for you to improve your leadership style and not become a positional leader, it's important for you to first think about, who are you leading? Who's following you? Why is this important, you may ask? Because if your leadership skills are being applied in a mentoring setting or in a professional setting or in a social setting or even a church setting, that's going to impact the way you interact with people. So you have to be cognizant of who's following you. Are they people who are younger than you, people who are your peers, people who are older than you? Who are the people who are looking to you for guidance? That's definitely going to also impact the way you communicate with them. Next, and this is very, very, very important, think about, where are you leading them? So often we have people who take on leadership positions, but they have no idea as to what the destination is that they're trying to get their team to reach. So think about it, in your organization or in the position that you have as a leader, whether it's your personal life or your professional life, and it might even be for yourself. As you're thinking about how am I leading me? Where am I going? Where am I trying to take my team? Where am I trying to move myself? Where am I trying to move this group of people? Or where am I trying to move the organization? If you find yourself in the same position last year that you were in this year, you're not doing a very good job of leading, whether that's personally or professionally. And then finally, think about, how do you want to be viewed as a leader? So you might be asking, what does that have to do with anything? But so often, there's a disconnect between the way we want to be perceived and the way we actually are. So as you're thinking about these people that you're leading and you're thinking about where you're trying to get them, also think about yourself. Think about how you want them to perceive you, and are your actions lining up with your execution? Or is it all in your head? Do you think you're this wonderful, great leader, but in actuality, people are only following you because they have to? I hope that this information has been helpful and has given you something to think about as far as your leadership style goes. In the coming weeks, we're going to be discussing the other 4 levels of leadership, as well as doing a SWOT analysis so that you can start to think about, what are some of your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats to your leadership. So I'm looking forward to continuing this journey with you. Don't forget to use your worksheet. The 3 questions that we discussed are on there. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, don't hesitate to hit that contact button, because I want to hear from you. This group is all about you growing and becoming a better leader.